Welcome to this masterclass. We've got a great topic. I say that every time because I think all the topics are great if you're trying to double your carpet cleaning business, home cleaning service business, whatever it is you got. There's a proven way to grow these things. There's things you need to know about. You are the entrepreneur. You are the business owner. We're going to talk about that. You know, if you've been on, more of these podcasts, more of these calls, what I'm adamant about. I've helped companies for years, my own for 30 years, others grow through $500,000, $1 million, $2 million in very small markets. So so I just wanted to, make sure that everybody who's jumped on here is got their thinking caps on. You're ready to grow because I really, really, really want to unpack this topic.
Welcome to the Carpet Cleaner Success Podcast, a show created to inspire carpet cleaning business owners to build their own thriving residential and commercial cleaning business. Your host, John Clendenning, has built and sold successful cleaning businesses for multiple six figures over his 30-year career and is the founder of Carpet Cleaner Marketing Masters, a digital agency that turns your online marketing into a lead generation machine. Tune in as John shares proven tips, strategies, and expert interviews to help fast-track your success in the carpet cleaning industry.
So we spent the last 2 months talking about planning your year. So the first one was sort of like mindset, plan your year, get your entire year of marketing in place, really think through it. What are you going to do? We talk a lot about poles in the water, being about how you create a lifestyle business where you have employees, you have growth. Are you in a small market, 30, 40,000 population, and just want to build $1 million business? If that's your goal, that you can sell for $1 million, maybe, how be that is wide, because small town, you do more. You're in a big town, you go deep, right? So you before you go wide, you dominate, right? So we'll talk a little bit about that. We talked about that on a lot of our training sessions and stuff like that. So last month we talked a lot about now unpacking the numbers, unpacking the plans, the blueprint, as we called it. This month's topic, which is really about from slow to go, and the grassroots marketing strategies that you should never stop. So they help you bootstrap from 0 to 10,000, 15,000, 20,000 a month in consistent revenue. Then once the business is rolling, once you're at 20, 30, 40,000 a month, hopefully you're there already. If you're not, if that sounds like a stretch, it shouldn't be. And we'll unpack why that should not be a stretch for anybody on this call. If you put your thinking caps on and really plan, if you lean into what we're talking about, it's been taught hundreds and hundreds of times. It's not hard. It's just, you have to aim at it. So if you've got that mindset and you understand who you are and what business you're actually in, talk about that today as well, then doubling your business this year should be easy. Maybe if you're 5 million a year going to 10 million, that might be a bit of a stretch. There's ways you can do it actually by acquisitions and other growth mechanisms. But the law of big numbers, the bigger the numbers get, the harder it is to double them. But if you're doing 100 or 200,000 or 300,000 right now a year, to double that in 1 year, it's just a bit of dedicated effort. I'll show you exactly how to do it. So last 2 calls were great as the setup. This call now, this masterclass, is all about ways to boost your cleaning business. We're in winter. We're moving into March. So, it's been a bit of a brutal winter in certain areas, the northern half of the United States into Canada, stuff like that. It's been a brutal winter. The colder it is, the more snow it is, the quieter the phones are. So that just means the more marketing you need to do. Today, we're going to be talking about from slow to go, grassroots strategies to boost your cleaning business. In the off season, it says there, but let's not just rely on the off season. How about we do this all the time? How about we just boost our business and double it? Does that sound fair? Let's do that. So normal housekeeping, turn off your cell phones. Unless you're watching this on your cell phone, then don't turn me off. Turn off Facebook. We have not figured out how to stream that into Facebook yet. Cyrika has got us a task to learn how to get us streamed into the Facebook private group. So if you're not part of Carpet Cleaner Marketing Secrets, please join Carpet Cleaner Marketing Secrets. There's a big announcement coming very soon about some transitioning on that as well, to really, really, really lean into AI and all the stuff that we're doing internally that we're going to be handing out as well. A bunch of really cool stuff. So anyways, turn off Facebook for now, until next time when we're streaming in Facebook. Cleaning a home service business and you're serious about getting results, the next 60 minutes, I'll try and keep it to 60 minutes, is going to be the most important that you've done this month. And I mean that seriously, sincerely. And that's my goal and my commitment. So if I don't meet that mark, tell me, send me an email, send us a text message, whatever. Tell us that we didn't meet that mark. Because what we're going to be talking about is mastering the hustle. We are all hustlers. We all need to hustle to run a business. Unless you're sitting with gobs and gobs and gobs of cash, like you're sitting on $100,000 marketing budget and 5 years to build a multi-million-dollar business, and you're going to reinvest 100% of the profits back into marketing, I guarantee you will learn enough lessons that in 5 years, you will be running $1 million cleaning empire of some sort, $1-2 million, right? For the rest of it, that wasn't me. I wasn't sitting on hundreds of thousands of dollars and could invest 100% of profits back into marketing, not needing to take a wage. That's not most of us. That's some people that maybe come with investment capital and those kinds of things. But if that's not the case, let's talk about bootstrapping. Let's talk about the way we do it. If we're year 1, year 2, year 10, year 20, and we haven't gotten out of the truck yet, or we've gotten out of the truck, but we want to double. There's a whole bunch of things like that. So we want to discover the power of grassroots marketing, smart, low cost, free growth strategies. Sound cool. We want to boost on a budget, learn how to maximize our marketing impact with strategic, cost-effective tactics. Guerrilla growth tactics, explore unconventional budget-friendly strategies to drive your business forward. And then the slow season marketing opportunities. What are we going to do? What did we do through January and February? Should be in the busiest marketing season you've had if you're in the North, because you market your butt off to keep the lights on. And then now we're going into March. March might be a bit messy because it's it's a nasty, snowy year. So I don't think we're going to have like, a mid-market or mid-March shorts and t-shirt weather, anything northern half the United States into Canada. Like, it's just not happening, right? So this year's going to be a mix of wet, mucky, cold. March, April, sometimes might even be into May. We've had years where it snowed in May. And we know that when it gets gray, it gets gloomy, it gets cold, it gets wet, call volume slows down. So we're going to talk about unlocking those creative ways to attract customers and keep the revenue flowing in the off season, in the slow season. If you're in a place where the economy is stretched right now, we've got massive amounts of FUD, right, in the market. It's been there for the last year or two, and we don't know which way it's going to go. Like, we got markets talking about crashing while other markets are talking about growing. We've got unemployment rates going up while interest rates are coming down again finally, but possibly going back up again. And it's like, we're here to clean carpets. What's this all about? Well, it does mean that the ideal client that we're targeting has changed, and probably changed permanently for the rest of our lives. This isn't going to be fixed in 3 months or 6 months. Permanently for the rest of our lives, the market has changed. Also, permanently for the rest of humanity, unless there's an electric grid failure and an asteroid or you name it, whatever, a solar flare, AI and automations and all of that massive speed that just keeps getting faster and faster and faster is not going to slow down. So all of that in mind, we are solving for all of this today. So it's a big lift. Stay to the end. We got a resource kit to give out, including what this whole call is about, the Grassroots marketing guide. It actually is a complimentary guide. You can come back and listen to this replay in this call and replay and go through the guide, fill it out, make your decisions. We'll talk a little bit about that and there's an actual training in there as well about how to implement stuff. The biggest issue that we run into as human beings is we get lots of great ideas. Hopefully we do. Hopefully you're driving around in your car and you're listening to business podcasts and business books on audio and training courses and all that. If you're not doing that, you're not a student of your craft. Your craft is the owner, entrepreneur, and I'll teach you a little bit in a second, of your business. And if you're not the student of that constantly in your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, if you're not constantly upping your game, learning what's going on, staying on top of it, getting ideas from inside and outside the industry, there's competitors beating you to the game who are doing that, right? And you go, John, I know everybody in my marketplace. Fred that runs Fred's Carpet Cleaning, bit of an idiot. He's not a bright guy at all. Tom over there is distracted, blah, blah, blah. He's going through a divorce, blah, blah. I'm not really worried about it. Be worried. There's a 25-year-old kid who's figured this all out, who's just ready to start a business in your marketplace, who could just knock you and all the other guys out of business with getting it right. Do it right. Do it right. So low-cost grassroots is a way to at least get from 0 to 10K a month. That should be easy. Why do I think that should be easy? Part about who I am. I started my business, my carpet cleaning career in 1995. I actually started my business career in 1990. In high school, started a window cleaning company on a bit of a lark, and then started jumping over the side of 40-story buildings in little swing bosun chairs, they're called, climbing down. No fear of heights whatsoever. Love heights, actually. So I would climb down over the side. You'd spit first. If the spit went out into the middle of the road, you wouldn't go down. If the spit smacked against the side of the building somewhere halfway down, it was okay to go because the wind was pushing you into the building. And just did that for a number of years before I went, wait a minute, I'd rather be on the ground. Started a carpet cleaning company, janitorial business, then a carpet cleaning company, and just expanded from there. So I've done this. I know what works. I also had no clue how to run a carpet cleaning company and realized I didn't know what I didn't know. So by the end of 1995, 30 years ago this year, started in May of 1995, in a town I had just moved to because I was a shy kid, did not want to walk in the door of any business or any home and find out I knew the guy behind the counter or the gal behind the counter from high school or the owner of the business or anything like that. I moved an hour and 15 minutes away to where my sister lived, rented a broom closet from my brother-in-law's computer store and started my business and had 0 calls other than her friends. And then had to figure this out. By the end of one full year in a town of 30,000 people that I knew nobody was doing, and there was no internet yet, 1995. And the Yellow Pages came out in March, so I missed it. And the Yellow Pages is at least a starting point for where you got, new jobs and stuff like that. That finally came out the next year. But by that point, I was already doing $10,000 a month in revenue in 1995, 30 years ago money, right? So with major competitors already in town and stuff like that. Within 2 years, I bought out a business town over. Within the next year, I bought out another business, and all with good banks and good business plans and stuff like that. I had to learn all that stuff. So that's what I've done. And I've helped other people do the same thing. So I stayed in the industry for 30 years, bought Molly Maid franchises and janitorial and helped franchise network grow from 0 to 160 million a year and sell off to Belfour and stuff like that. There's a bunch of stuff I've done. I've been a keynote speaker, wrote the book on the whole subject and all of that kind of stuff. So I have a history of this, but I've also taught it to other people. So if that's important to you, that there's something there. Also the host of the Carpet Cleaner Success podcast, industry leader of the year, last year, 2023. So I guess 2 years ago now. Wow. In Clean Facts magazine. And there's a bunch of cool Clean Facts announcements I'm going to share with you soon. That's something that you should be putting on your calendar as well. So I'm going to show you that before the end of the call. So stick around. There is an amazing event coming up March 19th and 20th that I'm sponsoring. I put on with Clean Facts, and it's really cool. And I want to show you that as well. So stay tuned for that on this call. Okay. So what do we do? Right. I sold my carpet cleaning business, the final brick and mortar, as I said, 4 years ago, 5 years, almost 6 years ago now. Holy crap. I started Carpet Cleaning Marketing Masters. I've been doing some digital marketing just for the Chamber of Commerce and stuff like that. I was speaking about all this stuff and people go, John, can you do that for me? And next thing you know, I also own a digital marketing company, very small, couple people, remote team members overseas and stuff like that. I'm still running my carpet cleaning. I'm still running all my other businesses and started this. So eventually we formalized it into Carpet Cleaner Marketing Masters in 2019, 2020. So 5.5 years ago now. But we've worked with people with carpet cleaners for years and years and years, and talked to hundreds of carpet cleaners a month on what's working right now for you guys. The business I sold, I'm still involved in. They rent my shop. There's all that kind of stuff as well. So I'm still knee deep in the business, just so you know. So what I try and do is help our clients become the top cleaning brand in their local marketplace. So they attract the best clients, are able to charge the top rates, and they're booked out weeks in advance. That just sounds boilerplate. And I don't mean, you want to only be targeting the best clients in your marketplace. And clients is a very important word. You don't want customers. I talk to way too many carpet cleaners that believe that it's paid ads they need more of, more leads to grow a business. And I've also talked to many, many, many hundreds of carpet cleaners who have gone bankrupt chasing more leads. They've gone on TikTok, Thumbtack, they've gone on Home Advisor, they tried Groupon way back in the day. They think that Google ads, local service ads, Facebook ads, all of these things are the way you run a carpet cleaning company. 3 rooms in a hall, $99. Like, no, none of it. If you target the best clients with the right approach and the right business model in any marketplace, your average job is $500, $600, $700 residentially. If that shocks you right now, reach out to us. If that's going, yeah, John, I know that. Cool. Let's lean in, right? But you know who you are. You know there's only about 1-2% of carpet cleaners that charge top rates, are booked out and have people coming back for more because they get what we're going to be talking about today. And this is just going to, again, the smartest people sharpen the saw at all times. So they're on these calls learning, they're on the podcast learning, because it's like, yep, know that. Oh, there's a good tweak on that one. Thank you. And that one little thing could add an extra $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 to their revenue in a year, just by picking those little things. For the people that are under 20, 30,000 a month in revenue, you got work to do, but it's part of what we're going to talk about today. You got to hustle. And then once you hustle, you put in the funds to now grow, and you continue to hustle, but now you also create the flywheel that gets you to grow. So what is that flywheel? The 3 principles of omnipresent marketing. Why omnipresent? First, what does that even mean? If you are seen as the best known in your marketplace, best known cleaner, best known plumber, best known roofer, you get most of the work. Everybody else picks up the scraps, and you don't have price problems. The discount guys need to do discount to try and get, oh, pick me, I'm cheap. The best known is, hey, we're good. If you want us, we're here, right? So that's a very, very important distinction. And you want to make sure that you are the best known, and you're best known when you're omnipresent. Everywhere they go, your ideal client who would be interested, again, client, multiple visits, 5, 7, 10 repeat visits because of your marketing, is a client. One-time transactional customer will never build a business. Just so you know, it costs too much money to buy customers. You got to keep them. So omnipresence. You want to maximize your opportunity to generate a qualified lead. Are they willing to pay $300, $400, $500 for their average residential carpet cleaning job, upholstery cleaning job, tile cleaning job, and do it a couple times a year? If they are, they qualify. There's lots and lots and lots of ways to get them, but you want to put them through your funnel. And you want to have a funnel. You won't even know what a funnel is. You want to maximize your brand impressions. Why? Everywhere people go, that are your ideal target market, they should see you. They should know of you. They should feel good about you. You should be able to tell them why you're different, why you started the business, why you guarantee absolutely everything so much that they just need to try you out, because if they're not happy, you're going to re-clean it. If they're still not happy, you're going to give their money back. You're going to help them find somebody else who can get it cleaner. Whatever it is, you are just the best in the marketplace, and you stand behind that. You don't go, oh, people are going to screw me, John. Yep, 1 out of 1,000, 1 out of 500 will screw you. The other 499 will buy from you. And you wouldn't have gotten them without guarantees like that, right? And then you want to make sure you have your impactful brand messaging. And we're going to unpack all of that. And then we want to make sure that you're maximized for conversions. Talk about this a lot, but most businesses don't even know what that means. Do you have scripts to answer phones so that you convert more people? Do you even track the phone calls, the form fills, the emails, the text messages, the messenger? Do they all come into one tool? Do you know how many inbound inquiries you're getting from each source, and your ability to turn them into a customer, and the average first-time visit versus the average second-time visit dollar amount? Most people dip their toe in the water the first time. So if your minimum charge is only $200, and I believe it should be at least that, if not more. If your minimum charge is less than $200, you haven't figured out the business you're in yet. just so you know. If it's $200, $250, somewhere in that range, yay, you've figured out the business you're in. Some people are way more than that in carpet cleaning, residential, in small rural markets where their competitors are $60, $70, $80, $90 minimum. You cannot go out the door for that and make money and run a thriving business. It does not work. So you want to maximize your conversions. That just means you're following up with people until they buy or die. And you're doing it in the right way. You have the right scripts, you have the right mechanisms, you're doing all of that, right? So that is the premise. That is what we talk about. That is how everything dovetails into those three principles of omnipresent marketing. So what is the biggest challenge I see faced by most new or low revenue cleaning businesses? I'm going to couch low revenue as being anything under $15,000 a month. That's pretty low. You should be able to close your eyes and make $15,000 a month within about 3 to 6 months of a brand new business if you're doing it right. And I'm going to show you exactly how, if that's helpful, right? What is that the biggest challenge? The answer is not being laser focused on marketing. I'm going to prove that to you, right? You are not a cleaner. You are a marketer. That's, if you own the business, if you went into business, that is your most important game. And I'm going to prove that to you. Because most people wonder, hey, where are my customers? Right? That's the question. Where are all my customers? How come the phone's not ringing? I need more leads. I need more leads. And if you've even said that out loud or called a marketing company or question, and that's been your message, you're aiming at the wrong thing. You will always have a problem. And I will prove that to you. It might sound contrarian right now if that's not where your mindset is. I talk to probably 80% of the people find that contrarian. 20% go, yeah, John, I know that. That's why I'm successful. Let's get you into the success crowd. Let's do that 80-20. Let's get you to the 20% that get this part, right? Where are my customers is not a question you should be asking. Because if you own a business, you are in the marketing business. Dan Kennedy, who I learned from, Dan Kennedy, who Joe Polish learned from, Dan Kennedy, who a lot of people in a lot of industries learned from. All these books, I have every single one of them on my bookshelf. I've read every single one of them over the years, and I've listened to all of them on audio. Every single one of these books. Why? Because they're gold. The knowledge you pick up from somebody as bright as Dan Kennedy, who, as an example, and there's others. There's like Jay Abram, and there's Howard Partridge, great to learn from, obviously. And pick your poison. Like Alex Hormozy is sort of the new. He learned from Dan Kennedy. Russell Brunson learned from Dan Kennedy. So his whole experts series, traffic experts and .com secrets experts. Anyways, there's a series, and then the final one is the linchpin, the fourth book he just released last year. Russell Brunson, amazing. He is a Dan Kennedy alum. He actually bought Magnetic Marketing. I used to be a Magnetic Marketing coach back in my early, I met Dan, I paid him money and learned how to coach because I'd learned so much from him. Things like that as well. So, all businesses succeed or die on effective marketing systems. That word systems is really, 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 really important. In fact, I got to get my highlighter. Oh, John's got his highlighter out. I know. I get it. Systems, really important. Marketing done well does the majority of the selling for you, right? So you want to make sure that you're doing your marketing well, right? Because it is what does the majority of the selling, as we said there. So actually, I'm going to try and let me do highlighter. I want the highlighter instead. Okay. The greatest day in a business owner's life is when he or she stops being the doer of the thing and becomes the marketer of the thing. Right? Absolutely true. So let's figure that out. So not enough marketing budget? Not a problem. It's absolutely not a problem. You go, well, John, once I make enough money with leads, I will then start to market my business. My answer is you will never make enough money with leads and paying for leads to market your business. I've seen guys make as much as $20,000 a month running just Facebook ads and go broke. It's all discount, no revenue left over. 20,000 is not that much if you're only clearing, after ad costs and after gas and solution and all that, for $5,000 to take home. That's what actually happens if you got one lead source and you're hanging your entire hat on new leads, new customers every day. You will never turn the corner and grow. Maybe never. I'll give it a 99.8% chance you won't. There might be a 0.2 where it worked out for somebody, but I'd have to peel back the onion to see if that's even true. I've never seen it, and I've talked to thousands of carpet cleaners, consulted hundreds, and on all different levels. And the ones that don't believe me tend to come back afterwards and go, okay, now I believe you. And that might have been 5 years later and lost a marriage, lost a house, and now they're ready to try again, right? So the open secret is that to grow a successful cleaning business, a portion of every dollar earned, I say 20%. Howard, if you're listening to this, I understand you have a lower number. I have not found it works less than 20%. If you add in what marketing is, all the costs, 15 at a low end, but when I went to sell my businesses, I'd ramp that up to 25%, run it for 2 or 3 or 4 years, over market, grow the business and sell it at top dollar on an upward trend. Even if the business had plateaued because decades and decades, right? Invest more into marketing and sell it for hundreds of thousands of dollars more. Did that for every one of the businesses, right? So because you must put that money back into effective marketing. Less marketing means less leads. Again, the word I hate. It means less jobs. It means less clients. That's the word. A client comes back again and again and again and tells their friends about you because you market to them to do that. And it means significantly less money now and to the future of your business. So the lifetime value of a client isn't just I'll get to that someday. The lifetime value of a client is the most important thing to be concerned about. Can you get back into that house again and again and again? Put an iron fence around your customers, turn them into clients, lock them in place. Can you do that? Hopefully. We're going to talk about that, right? Why businesses fail to grow. Are you going to be able to handle the truth? I hear what the business owners tell me all the time. I'm on calls every single week with our own clients, but also with people interested in consulting and learning and stuff about what's wrong with their business and how do I correct this? How do I double my business this year, John? I started out on a shoestring budget. After acquiring equipment and legal setups and all that, I had little left to put into marketing expense. And I hear this word a lot. Is marketing ever an expense? Shouldn't be. It is always an investment. My sales are too low to invest in marketing. If I could only get more sales and money coming in, then I will start marketing. You want to know the truth? Many new and broke business owners lack a marketing mindset. They go into business as a technician. Oh, I know how to do the job. They're the doer. And with very little thought or understanding that they're actually the entrepreneur, the marketer of the services. If you're not marketing every single day in many, many ways, multiple poles in the water, 20, 30, 40 poles in the water, generating 1, 2, 3 new clients a month, 4 new clients a month, there's your 150, 200 new jobs, or at least inquiries that you now have to convert with conversion principles that we talk about on other master classes. Now you are you're building the growth engine, and then the lifetime value means that say you landed 5 new customers this week, and your average job we talked about this over the last 2 months, but your average job is say $300. 5 new customers this week, $300, that's $1,500 is all you've added to your business. If you understand what a client is, each one of those customers, at least half of them should be worth $5,000 to $10,000 over their lifetime if you market to them well in repeat business and referrals. The other people that they refer to you, 1 out of 5 should refer you minimum. You should know your numbers. Is that actually happening? If not, do you have a referral program? Like we'll talk about all of this kind of stuff to as much detail as we can on this call. But so now, say if we did Again, 5 a week, 3 of them turned into lifetime clients, and they average 10 grand. That's $30,000 you just added to the lifetime of your business this week, because you know you have a back end that will get them coming back again and again and again. Without that, you made $1,500 to your company once. With it, you made $30,000 from the exact same people, which sounds like a better number, right? The marketer understands this. The marketer has the marketing mindset and fully gets this. So we want you to have a marketing mindset. What's the solution? To just understand that you are the marketer of your services first and foremost. Everything else is secondary. Everything else. What truck mount you have, what method you use, all the stuff that sounds important isn't. This is. I know guys running $1 million businesses doing NCAP residentially. Good, bad, or ugly. We can, no shade, whatever, because they've marketed their way into a clientele that makes sense for. As an example, we know people that are doing, they market so well that, again, their average competitors $99 for 3 rooms and a hall, and they're $700 for an average job residentially in the exact same marketplace, and can market the difference and sell the difference to the customer. They get all of it, and they've learned it. They've put it in place, right? So consistently implementing time-tested, low-cost outreach marketing strategies every day. Every cleaning and home service business that wants to grow and thrive, a thriving, profitable, and sellable business, key, should be doing these regardless of the size or years in service. It never stops. I sold my business 4 years ago, May 21st. Up until a week before, I was still doing everything I'm going to talk to you about today. You want to reinvest 20% of your projected revenue? I prefer projected. I'm like, hey, over the next 3 months, I want to grow from an average of $15,000 a month, which is what I did this time last year, to an average of $20,000 a month. What am I going to do that? That becomes projected. Now I can invest 20% of that, $4,000 a month. Now I know my marketing budget to get there. You want to at least do 20% of current revenue, but I actually prefer to push the needle. I actually prefer to, put the foot on the gas and grow faster, right? And that's, you use projected and then get there, and projected and then get there, right? And continue to use low-cost grassroots strategies to complement and supplement growth for as long as you run the business. You're just stacking. You start with the things you can afford, time when you don't have money. And then as you stack, you hire people to do some of the stuff that you were doing once you get to that point. But at the very least, you get out of the truck, right? At the beginning, you're working in the business, in the truck, on the business owner. Eventually, less in, more on, less in, more on. If you're never working on the business, like 10, 15 hours a week working on your business, and we'll share a list of things that mean on your business. If you're not working on it, if you're out doing the stuff that you can hire a $25, $30 an hour cleaning technician to do, if that's what you're doing, you bought yourself a job. If what you're doing is the $500 to $1,000 an hour work, you meet a real estate agent, have lunch with them, it take you an hour, and they hand you 3 clients over the next year, and each one of them is worth $500 the first time, and high-end real estate agent, they're high-end homes, you lock them in, you deliver a great service experience, you do a whole bunch of really cool marketing things. Marketing's not advertising. Marketing's everything you do to show up in front of a customer, impress them, and have them coming back for more, have them understand who you are, get awareness, and come back for more. You now have taken that hour of time with that real estate agent, plus a little bit of follow-up to keep them nurtured well, to keep referring you, and you've turned that into, maybe 3 initial jobs, $1,500. That was a $1,500 hour that you spent with them. It's not that, you're not going to get that from a technician. They're not going to have a $1,500 hour, but the lifetime value of those clients, that could turn into being, again, those $30,000 over the life. That was actually a $30,000 lunch if you took them up for lunch and talked for an hour. So how many of those can you do in a week? Why would you wait a year, 2? Why would you do, hey, do you have, referral partners coming in? Well, I got this guy refers me. Cool. That's awesome. Do you have a plan in place to get more and more and more and more of them? So if I asked you in 3 months from now, how many do you have now? And I asked you in 3 months from now, how many do you have now? And how are you nurturing and grooming them and keeping them referring you and stuff like that? Now you're thinking as a business owner. Now growth is inevitable. Now you can buy out other businesses that are struggling and just pick up where they are and advance them and stuff like that. You've got a plan in place, right? So let's take a look at some of those plans, right? So what we talk about with our clients, we have a blueprint for success coaching. So winter slow month, on one of the most recent calls, I started drafting this out just to show it in a different form. And I'm going to actually bounce to it right now. Let me see if there you go. Let's confirm. Yep. So you can see you can see my screen. So if you're slow, if you're in the winter, what do? Right? If it's your first year in business, you don't have a database. Sucks to be you. So you do all of this stuff. If you're more than 1 year in business, you have a database. By year 2, this is gravy. You have a winter volunteer. So anybody from about 6 months ago, we used to run this through mid-January because the first couple of weeks of January is always pretty good. After Christmas, clean up, all that kind of stuff. We have promotions going off in November and early December about, clean now, or at the very least, wait until right after, and we'll clean up the mess so that you can make it through the mucky season, without, leaving all the holiday fuss and muss all over the carpets and stuff like that. And then we chase that one down, right? Then we turn to our winter volunteer. Winter volunteers is to the database. It's a multi-step, so 2 to 3 step, 2 to 3 touches each step. So you don't just go, oh, I sent an email, I sent a text message, it didn't really work. People don't want my offer. I gave them a bigger discount. This isn't about discounts. This is about more services for the same price. If it's the off season, can you stack? Can you bundle? Can you expand? Right? So, winter cleaning volunteer. The people that booked in the last 6 months, I typically didn't worry about them. I went back from 6 months ago and then back 18 months. So basically 2 years up until 6 months ago. That was this crowd. Pulled the database through Service Monster. Use a tool. If you don't have a database and a database tool, you don't even understand what I'm talking about. You're not in business yet. If you do not run a database of your customers, you're missing step one. You've decided to jump over step one. You're in business to build a database, and then you're in business to be the marketer of your services, and then everything else, right? So you want to run that, and you want to 3-step it. It includes some phone calls and touch bases and mailing, physical mailing to their mailbox. Why? Because they'll see that. Do people open and read emails? Not at all. Should you have email in the mix? Yep. It's a multi-modality marketing system. You want to hit them on the modes that they might be interested in. So text messages, phone calls, mailings, emails, right? Every one of your touches has a combination of those built in. And then you also have scarcity. You also have ending soon. You have deadlines. You use psychological positioning and stuff like that. We teach our clients all about all of this kind of stuff. We got some training calls on this as well. You want to run a miss you. Anybody you haven't seen in 24 to 36 months, either I didn't impress you or I didn't impress upon you how often you should clean. So I'm willing to put my money where my mouth is, right? Commercial muck, drop-ins and mailings. So you can mail your database of commercial clients. Hey, the winter is mucky. Let's get that cleaned and protected. And I'll give you a half off touch-up cleaning in 6 months or in 3 months before the end of May, the end of June, whatever works for you, right? So you can have that where they book now, you're slow, and you come back in for a touch-up cleaning of just the traffic lanes in a few months. So they get clean. Maybe you offer the protection for free right now. So you're not giving them a discount. You're not giving them a deal. You're giving them a value, an extra $200, $300, $400 of value for free, right? Costs you a percentage of that, or a very small fraction of that, right? And then routine anniversary reminders. You want to make sure that you've got all of your reminders in place. So if it's been 11 months, 10 months, 11 months since their last cleaning, you're now marketing the crap out of them, right? So you want to be able to do all of this kind of stuff to your database. You're going to stop in, you're going to chat with, you're going to bring a coffee, call on the way over, or call, hey, Tom at the retirement home, love to pop around, just have a chat about the the maintenance services and stuff like that. Just see where you guys are at, see what we can help with, stuff like that. I want to bring you a coffee. I'm going to be hitting Starbucks. What do you take? right? You sit down with Tom and you have that conversation. Grassroots marketing, right? So you want to do the 5 around. So if you stop at this commercial place, you want to stop in at all of them. Just say hi, just popping your head in the door. Going to take some free spots out, check in on them, see how their carpets are maintaining in the winter. Did you get my mailing? Here's a copy of it. Blah. There's a whole bunch of ways that you can do this. It's not hard. You're going to hit the 5 businesses around it. Hey, I was just over at one of my clients across the street. Ooh, social proof. Wow, that's amazing, right? And then you talk to them about the winter muck offer, leave some information behind, grab a business card, start a follow-up nurturing routine. Condos, you want to drop into condominiums, offer to clean the hallways, offer to do a demo. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of really cool condo strategies. Targeted niche outreach. So now you can, like, this is where you target just chiropractors. You target just accountants. You target just any of those. If you have some of them as clients, get an endorsement letter from them. It's not that hard. If you don't have them as clients, get the first one in the door, grab an endorsement letter, and then use that for everybody else, right? There's ways, and then you get a second endorsement and third. Next thing you know, you're walking into dentists going, hey, here's the 10 other dentists in town that we clean for. Here is their testimonial that they're happy they made the decision to switch to us, blah, blah, blah. And now you've got social proof stacking more and more. You become best known. It's not about price. And then strategic partners. We talked about that, like real estate agents, interior designers, maid services, flooring stores, lots and lots and lots of them. We'll talk about a few more as well. And you want to do new partner intros. You want to go in, take the ones that you already have as partners out for lunch, out for coffee, anything like that. You want to get them to refer other people in their industry in the local marketplace that you could go and meet. So get a two-way introduction there so that you could take them out and talk about the new, and retail referral outreaches as well. If you stop in with food, have a candy bowl that you top up at all of the places that could refer you, that their clients are your clients, and you stop into those and have a retail referral reward program, there's a whole nother avenue to get customers as well. So just wanted to kind of share that, because ultimately what we're talking about when we've shared this on other ones, you need to have a whole bunch of poles in the water. And we just talked about a couple of these up here. We're going to talk about a couple more of these going forward, because you need to have a all-in perspective. There is no paid ad. I got people, I run Facebook ads. I do Google ads. Okay. What about all the rest? Takes a lot more than one ad platform to run a business, to grow a business. So take a look at that. And let me get back to if I can find the PowerPoint. Give me a quick second. There it is. Aha, found it. Okay. So let's go down the list. First thing is going to be scripts. You need to have everything scripted. You need to have the experience that you deliver to the client scripted. When you walk in the door, how you call ahead of time, how your technicians should call ahead of time. You're going to listen. You're going to practice. You're going to role play. It sucks. We hated it in school. We hate it, but you're going to do it because that's how you sell better. That's how you grow. That's how you get, instead of $150 an average job, $400 an average job. It's not, well, their customers are better than my customers. Nope. They're just better at it. So you just have to up your game. It's all learnable skills, right? So if that, right, you want to make sure that you're preparing and practicing persuasive sales scripts so that you get the confidence to sell your services. Do you have multiple packages? Like, do your customers have a choice between you, and you? Your base level package is at a price maybe slightly higher than your competitors. And then you have 2 higher price packages that you know how to explain, and have some customer goes, well, that sounds really interesting. I'll take that one. It happens in every other business. A really well-run business some people might take the mid-efficiency furnace. Other people will buy the super high efficiency furnace at 3 times or twice the price. It didn't cost them twice as much to install it. It cost them no extra to install it. It didn't cost them twice as much to buy it. At wholesale, it cost them maybe 10% more, and they doubled the price. Their profit is way bigger. That's how businesses run. You need to have the confidence to sell that, and your technicians need the confidence to sell that, and that is done with persuasive scripts. You want to keep the conversation on track. You want to allow allow you to get your key differentiating points across to each customer. So on the phone, by chat, everywhere, right? You need to be able to clearly answer questions to why should they choose you over everybody else. And the hint is it should never be about price. If you're marketing price, if you're telling people your prices, if your website shows your prices, if your ads show your prices, you are telling the customer that price is the most important thing to them before they even call. And then you're going to tell me, well, everybody who calls John is only interested in price. Gee, I wonder where they got that from. I looked at all your marketing. I can tell. If your marketing is not about price, next thing you know, your phone calls aren't as well. It's about quality because you're telling them to think about something different. When, you should be using them for inbound leads, direct phone calls, chat to text leads, social media. This is why I say right now, AI is just not your best answer as the front end. You have a call center answering your phones live who can be real. You have a call center or yourself, somebody like you should never be doing this in the truck. If you're out in the truck and you're answering your own phones, you've lost half your sales already, and I can prove it to you. So no, you have somebody else answering your phones who only gets paid when they book a job in, right? Call us if you need a referral. Rachel at the call studio, lovely, lovely people. They've answered my phones for my carpet cleaning company for 20 years before I sold it. So anytime anybody went on maternity leave and eventually during COVID and nobody was in the office, they just answered the phones and now they've just continued, right? So when I sold the business, Carl, who bought it, uses them. And so do many of our other clients. You just add their price into yours. Like they charge like $20 US to book a customer and they don't charge you for anything else. So add $20 to your bill. They're free. You don't have to answer the phone. They are persuasive. They understand scripts. They understand all of that. You want to make sure that your DMs and your all of that is in there. You want to make sure that on cold outreach, when you stop by a commercial place, what do you say? Write it out, rehearse it, practice it, jump into ChatGPT, ask a bunch of questions, come out with something, learn it. It'll be a mess the first 10 times. So just do it. I know people, again, I was able to, as a shy kid, without any of this stuff, read a whole bunch of books, figure it out, show up, be embarrassed, go red-faced, and eventually a month or two later, I didn't care anymore. I just showed up, walked in, chatted, and off I went, right? So still a little bit of butterflies as I'm approaching and opening the door, and then off it goes again, right? So you want to make sure you have those cold outreach scripts. What do you say when you walk into a hotel? What do you say when you walk into a chiropractor's office? What do you say when you walk into a accountant or anything like that, right? What do you say when you sit down and talk to a referral partner? You just need to have the basics, right? So you want to have inbound scripts that on the phone, you're deflecting from price until you can explain why you're different. And you do that in a way that doesn't have them going, I just want the price. If you do it well, it's a two-way conversation and they feel like they're leading it and you're actually leading them towards making a better decision if they qualify as the person that cares to make a better decision. Database follow-ups and check-ins. You want to do a quarterly check-in call on all your commercial and I would say even residential clients. Every quarter, hey, Mrs. Jones, just following up on the cleaning. I know it's been a couple months. Just want to make sure the spots and stains that Tommy said the red wine stain in the dining room and like just from the invoices. Just call up on that. Awesome. I want to tell you a little bit about what's coming up next with us. If there's anything you need from us, here's a couple things that our VIP clients like you have access to and advantage of, whatever. But ultimately, just making sure everything is looking good. And if there's anything you need, remember we do carpets, upholstery, tile, ducts, whatever your services are. And we've got a whole Rolodex of the best pressure washers, window cleaners, and everybody else in the local marketplace if you're looking for a referral as well. So just thought I'd leave that out with you. And yeah, I'll check in with you later in the year. Thanks. 3 months, 6 months, maybe at 9 months, you can give them a call. But what we did is 10, 11, 12, 13 was our reminder sequence. If they didn't book by 10, they got the 11. If they didn't book by month 11, they got the 12. So, but that's the kind of follow-up. Annual reminder, promotional offers, and that's what I just taught. Annual reminders and promotional offers, Mother's Day, back to school, holiday season. So Thanksgiving and Christmas and winter muck. Those were kind of the big ones that we did, sort of that January to February, then Mother's Day, May. Then we did something around usually like the, 4th of July, that kind of stuff. I was in Canada, so we did the 1st of July, but whatever. And then back to school for August, September. But we also knew which one of our clients had kids and which ones didn't. So we targeted the back to school to the clients that had kids as well. But lead list check-in. So anybody who was a lead who didn't book, do you have a database of leads? We talk about that on our conversion and master classes and stuff like that. And then your in-home quotes and cleaning visit. How do you upsell? How do you get people to pay twice as much to go into your highest price package? Because you have 3 separate packages, and that includes protection and sanitizing and a 1-year warranty and a touch-up cleaning in 6 months or whatever you're going to build into that, right? How do you get them into that without knowing what to say? So you create scripts, you practice, you try them out. You don't say, well, that one person said no. No, what is this statistically significant amount of data to determine if your script is working, right? Is that 20 customers? You should know within 2 weeks. If you're doing 2 or 3 jobs a day, you should know within 2 weeks if your script is upselling what percentage. We found that done well, about 30% of our clients would take the highest price package, which Carl is now selling. When I sold the business, it was 97 cents a square foot when it cost 75 cents a square foot to replace carpet. Now he's got it up to $1.27 a square foot, and 30% of the clients take that package. Why? Because it's really well positioned. So what does a script look like? Here's an example of a persuasive script that we teach our clients on, right? So, I'm calling to get a price on cleaning my carpets. We don't give them a price. We smile on the phone, right? I can certainly help you with that. And then off you go. And some of the things are, what information, hey, it's a great day here at Acclaim Carpet Cleaning. What information, I'd love to make your day great too. What information can I get for you? Changes the entry of the call. All of a sudden you don't get them calling for a price. Like wow, you threw them off guard a little bit. Awesome. I can definitely help you with that, ma'am. What research have you done on us so far? What do you know about us? And you say it that way, even though as if you've just said it the first time, but you're saying it in that way because you want to find out how they heard about you, and it changes the entire rest of the conversation. But you want to make sure you have the deflection off the price, the framing. You want to make sure you have the linchpin that allows you to explain. If you don't have the linchpin in the middle of your script, they're going to check out. So you want to make sure you know what all of that means. Right? You want to do in-person sales visits. So you've practiced some scripts on that. You know how to walk in the door. You know what to say. Some people are going to dismiss you. Other people are going to smile sweetly, but it doesn't matter. It's no skin off your back. You're just going to go, right? So you want to set aside a specific time every week. Not every so often. Not when, I'm too busy this week, I'll get to that next week. No, if you're too busy, hire somebody. You're not the technician. This is your job. So every week, stop into at least 10 commercial facilities, offices, hotels, medical offices. One of our clients did this prior to signing up with us, started a brand new business a year ago and did $150,000 in commercial facility cleaning, carpet cleaning in 3 months, in his first 90 days of a brand new business, brand new carpet cleaning business. I'm like, holy crap. I was pretty impressed that I was doing, 10 and then eventually $20,000 a month in cleaning, some of it commercial, some of it residential, blah, 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 and all back 30 years ago. 150 in 90 days blows me out of the water, right? Introduce the company, offer a complimentary on the spot spotting demo, or a time to come back and do a 150 square feet full demo. Leave information, any special programs, offers, again, not discounts, extra stuff for the same price, because that extra doesn't cost you that much more. You get the contact information and offer to provide a quotation, and you follow up. These simple meet and greet stop-ins will reap short-term rewards. If you did them every single day, you did 10 facilities a week. When you're slow, you do more. If you're ever home, if it's after 8 o'clock in the morning and before 5 o'clock at night, you own a carpet cleaning business and you're at home Monday to Friday, you are not a business owner. You are not running you're not focusing on the right thing. You are not actually chasing the growth, because you're going to make money just doing this, even in the winter. And then the long-term benefits is that Even the people you meet in January, February, and March that maybe aren't ready right now, you got their business card. You follow up with them with happy customer stories about other commercial facilities and stuff like that. You just stay in touch. Hey, when's that? When are you hiring again? I'd love to throw our hat in the ring for the your quotation procurement cycle or whatever it is. Blah blah blah. Sometimes it takes 6 months, 9 months, a year, 2 years to get into that retirement home that is now a $20,000 a year contract because they get you in every couple months for $2, $3, $4 grand. And it's a lot. If you didn't stop in the first time and the second and the third and the fourth and start bringing coffees and stuff like that and just want to be in there, that never happened. You don't wait for the phone to ring. Outreach to commercial businesses, again, and facilities. You want to do personal walk-ins. You want to send direct mail after the fact. You can pick up the phone and call. You want to be able to do free demos. Right? You want to stand out by offering different cleaning packages to fit their facility needs. It's not one price to clean carpets. You have options. You can do a maintenance contract on a big facility. Hey, these entranceways and doorways and lunchrooms need more often. These other areas, these boardrooms that get used once a week or once every month, less often. So let's talk about that. Let's grab a fire plan off the wall, photocopy it, and let's highlight that. Or if you have us back in 3 months, we'll give you, here's our price. We'll give you 20% off. If you have us back in 4 months, we'll give you 15% off anything you get done of the same areas. If you have us back in 6 months, we'll give you 10% off. After that, it's full price. And we just price per area. And we give them square footage price or price per area, and you just itemize it and give them those options. And now you have a reason to call them in 3 months, 4 months, and 6 months. There's ways to play this game. So, number 3, outreach to strategic partners. Make personal visits to offices at least once per month. So that would be, again, part of this is like, think of flooring stores, and we'll talk about that coming up a little bit. The other ones you want to do is you want to make personal greetings to, like, so again, these could be real estate offices and things like that, but you also want to make sure that you invite somebody out for a lunch or a coffee and make personal meetings. So not just visits, but meetings. Prepare a package, a letter, why you got into this business. Again, your core foundation, why you're different, your founder story, why you got in, your risk reversal guarantee, so they feel comfortable referring you. They won't refer you if you don't guarantee your stuff, and your impactful brand messaging, right? Who you are, what you do, why you do it, why you do what you do, a little bit better, right? Your compelling sales proposition, I call it, and what's in it for them, why they should refer you. That's all you have to explain to them right there. Right? Keep a Rolodex of all business contacts you've spoken with and stay in regular touch with them by phone, email, and text message, and send direct mail to them. So what do you stay in touch with them on? You stay in touch with them happy customer stories. Anybody they refer to you, happy customer stories of anybody else that got referred to you, happy stories of other referral partners making money from you. There's a lot of cool stuff. You can just stay in touch with them. But I say you have a monthly newsletter as well. Print newsletter that shows up on their desk. Doesn't cost a lot. For our clients, we actually prepare them for them. I've run the CD newsletter club. It's $97 a month if you want in. And it's a monthly newsletter written by expert copywriters, not me. We hire them. And they've the same writers written it since 2007, so 18 years now. Might even been 2006, so 19 years now. Anyways, same copywriter writes our monthly newsletter for us and about 100 other carpet cleaners that use it. All of our clients as well get it as a bonus. And because you should be sending that newsletter to your very best customers and your very best referral partners. Call it the Platinum 50 Alliance, just so you know what we call it internally here. But you want to be sharing before and after projects, stories, testimonials, and you want to stay in touch constantly. You want to have some free giveaways, right? Free is a great word. People love free. So slow season, off season, slow marketing, we want to be your carpet cleaner. One free room of cleaning, maybe a free demo, maybe think of a hotel, 150 square feet, give us your worst area. We'd love to, be the guy you chose. Use your very best, use Sager sauce from Mark, use whatever clean the carpets, get through the muck, show them a better result, show them why, talk to them why you're better, all of that kind of stuff as well. But you can offer one free room residentially as well in the right neighborhoods, the right marketing, right? One free service, like an extra arm, like an armchair or an area rug or a flight of stairs cleaned, absolutely free, with 2 or more rooms or whatever. You can offer that as an upsell. Free spot remover with a cleaning, right? Free deodorization with a cleaning. Free package upsell. If you have 3 packages, you give them a free up, right? Free carpet maintenance kit with 3 or more rooms. Maybe that's what is a carpet maintenance kit? We used to call ours a $75 value. It was a bottle of spotter, a microfiber towel, a bone scraper that we get at the sewing supply store, a spotting guide kit, and $50 off any second service they added to their first job. So we called it a $75 home spot care kit. Or cleaning and spotting kit. And because it allowed us to say the $50 off any second service, could be tile, could be area rugs, could be anything like that as well. So free giveaways, whole bunch of information in the guide about this as well that you can stick around and get at the end. Outreach to apartment owners and managers. You want to go to condos, right? Direct contact with the managers and superintendents is the best. If you have a customer in a condo building, Mrs. Jones, Mrs. Smith, Dr. Archibald, I don't really care. Call them. Hey, it's Tom here, your carpet cleaner. Yeah, Tom, what are you calling me about? Yeah, actually, got an idea. I'd like to ask. If you've got a few seconds, I'd like to. I'd like your input on something. Right? Most people go, yeah, I can help you on that. Whatever. You ask them for their advice, and you mention, we're really getting into doing hallways and stuff like that. I'd like to, be able to get in front of the board, talk about our unique cleaning. Maybe you could help endorse me a little bit, but who do I need to reach out to in the building? Who is your condo management company? Blah, blah, blah. Who's the superintendent? What's the best way to go about this? Who sits on the board right now? Blah, 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 right? Advertisements in local condo owners and condo management organization websites and newsletters, right? Get testimonials from the ones you do. Use those testimonials in your advertising, right? Most condo management firms are part of a local association. Join the association. Airbnb, join the Airbnb association. Bed and breakfast, join the Bed and Breakfast Association. All that kind of stuff, right? You'll pick up new accounts just by asking around about who to talk to. You're going to pick up new accounts just by asking, hey, who can I talk to about this? So you're working your business. You're hustling, right? Sales from employees of your commercial accounts. One that everybody misses that I know of. So offer employees a staff VIP offer for their homes just for being an employee of the accounting office you just cleaned tonight. You put a tent card just like you get at a wedding reception on every one of their computers, on their keyboards. And it's the same tent card every business gets. You don't have to craft it up special. You just go get them done at Kinko's or whatever. And it's going to be the staff VIP offer of some sort. They open it up and it's a little story about your picture, a little story about you and the business and all that. And then on the back of it is the offer, a QR code, however they do it, right? You leave that tent card on everybody's desk. We used to leave it with mints because mints are clean and fresh. So we had mints with our names put on them. Didn't cost that much to actually get our logo put on mints. And we'd leave 2 or 3 mints and the tent card. Give them a gift, right? Ask the business, the contact at the business, if you can post up flyers describing the employee offer on the company bulletin board, in the lunchrooms, whatever, and see if they'll actually even help you send it out by PDF through the communication channels. So all of their employees get a bit of a savings. You could even have it as a referral reward that if the company helps you out and allows and puts you as part of a sort of a company referral system, that 5%, 10% of anything the staff members get done between now and the next cleaning puts in the kitty towards the next cleaning. Not cash. If they cancel with you guys and don't use you guys, they lose it. But it gives, you can say, oh my God, you've racked up $400, $500 just from 10% of the $4,000 or $5,000 worth of staff cleaning I just did over the last month or two. Just another pole in the water. Referrals from beauty salons. don't just think beauty salons, but this is the thought process, because this is what worked for me. Once I went outside of the bubble and said, well, who else has my ideal client as their ideal client? My ideal client is a 35 to 55-year-old college or university educated professional woman who works outside of the home, corporate, medical, owns her own business, something like that, typically ends up at a high-end beauty salon. Typically. So talk to them. Offer to provide an introductory free carpet or tile cleaning at the salon or at the owner's home to get to know you as a gesture to allow you to share the referral reward program. If they're interested, if you think there's something here, let me do this for you. If you're impressed with that, here's what I want you to do next. You provide the business brochures to display by the till. Maybe you get them to drop it into their into the a bag of walking out with retail products, or as a handout as well. You have a QR code. There's a whole bunch of really cool ways you can play with this one. You can have it if they send out emails. You can have it endorsed on the email. Why? Because you can have a referral reward program in place, and then have the owner share the company and the new client offer in any mailing, social media, stuff like that, because they're going to get rewarded. To be completely honest, in paying the commissions or suffer the consequences. You want to, every single person who came through from that beauty salon or that chiropractor or that Mercedes dealership, these are all ones that I had as referral partners, like by dozens, right? So, like high-end cars and things like that. That was our ideal client, right? So, and any of those people, you want to make sure, hey, Mrs. Smith that you referred us to had us come in and clean. Here is her testimonial, her feedback inside our feedback system, not just a review, because you're not going to get that from everybody, but you should be able to get everybody to give you feedback. Here's what they said about it. Really appreciate it. By the way, here's your referral reward, or we've just added another $42.35 because she paid $423.50. You just got 10% of that added to your kitty. You're up to $400 or $300 now. Would you like that in gift certificate? Redeemable for your own home, give it out to a client in $100 increments or in cash. You can have that deal as well. It doesn't really matter. You just made, if you're giving 10% and you've got $400 in referral rewards, you just made $4,000, and you didn't have to market to those people. So it's well worth the 10%, just so you know. Okay, so now we're talking about clubs, organizations, and churches. You want to go to clubs and organizations and churches that have the most affluent members. Why? Because the affluent are the ones that still pay for this stuff. The middle class and the lower middle class, unfortunately, have more pressure on their dollar than ever before. The upper middle and upper class made a fortune in the stock market, even as the interest rates went up and all that. They have less money worries in general. So, their truck payment went up by $300 or $200, and their investments went up by 50,000 last year, 100,000, whatever, right? Their Tesla stocks doubled and, right? So anyways, you want to make sure that you're going to those clubs, organizations, because they are more eager to advertise. You want these people that are willing to pay top dollar for quality cleaning services and likely do business with you. And you want to offer a referral reward program to these. Which referral reward program? Same one you're offering everybody else. You don't have to overcomplicate this, right? So for churches, it could be tithing or towards their next cleaning. We'd love to be the cleaning company for you to do the carpets and tile here. And we'd actually like to show you a way where you might be able to get it for free. That's an easy way to walk in the door, talk to Janice behind the counter, and see if, the secretary, and see if she'll let the maintenance department or the minister come out and talk to you for a few minutes. Leave some information behind, follow up. Hey, Janice, did you get a chance to talk to Father Thomas about that? I'd really love to come in and just explain how we might be able to get this, cleaning for free. Things like that. You can do that all day long. Got a few more of these to share with you. We want to connect with furniture stores, flooring outlets, and upholsterers, reupholsterers, whatever you want to call it. Why? The people that spend money on, reupholsterers, high-end furniture stores, and higher-end flooring stores, but reupholsterers are the ones that bought really expensive stuff and are keeping it. Better people by and large, right? So you want to stop by regularly to build rapport, bring them a coffee, bring snacks, Again, Howard Partridge 101. Bring food. Stop by all the time. Ask for some of the business cards that you can refer to your clients. Send direct mail, newsletter again, Platinum 50 Alliance, sales letters, before and after project stories, testimonials, monthly. Stay in touch with them. Just stay in touch. Anytime they actually refer you, you know it because they have a unique coupon code or whatever. Anytime they refer you, you get feedback from that customer and let them know it's the same process. This is just different ways to run the same process, right? So now you're finding all of these ways and you're going, John, that sounds like a lot. Yep, because you're the owner of a business. It's supposed to be a lot. It's not hard. It's just a lot. Residential neighborhood outreach. Love this, right? So think of this. We're almost wrapping up sort of the ways that you can make money when it's slow or grow if you're broke. Your van should not be white with a magnet on it. Every Amazon delivery that isn't in the Amazon company, but the third-party ones are either rental vans or white vans with a magnet on it. There's nothing impressive about that at all. Your van must be a moving billboard that tells your unique story, why you're better than the rest, and why they should call you, and has impactful brand messaging that they remember. So what does your company stand for? What is it about? And does your branding work on your van? Because that is your billboard. So every van you have on the street should look great, not rusty, should look uniform, not one wrap on this van, a logo on that one, and all different. It should be uniform throughout. It actually helps, like for that extra couple $1,000 to refresh the wrap on even the old van when you do the new ones, will sell more than that was worth by being that consistent. You want to use door hangers as well. Do the 20 around. It's not 5 around. Never was 5 around. Any neighborhood John, I used to do door hangers and I tried it for a long time and it never worked. What do you mean? What does work mean? Did somebody look at it and go, I now know the name of that company. It worked. Will they eventually call you for other reasons? Are you mapping where all your customers are coming from? Is there anybody that ever, not this week, not this month, it doesn't mean they're ready, but did you get on their radar? And did you have a compelling door hanger, not a discount? If you go to any of like Postcard Gurus and all of them, if you go to any of those printing houses that have door hangers for carpet cleaners, you realize that they believe carpet cleaning is just a discount service. And you go, oh, they must know what they're doing. So I guess I should be 3 rooms in a hall for $99 and put all my discounts all over this postcard. Nope, not at all. Now you're selling on price again. What you should be doing is, hi, I'm Tom. It's my wife. There's my kids. There's my dog. I'm a family man. I started this business for this reason. I want to be your carpet cleaner. We do things a lot differently, and I want to tell you about it. A couple pictures here and there to look pretty. Tell your story. Turn it over. If you're going to give them an offer, to do a quote and an in-home care kit worth $75 just to have me come and do a healthy home audit for you to see what cleaning you might need in the future, how we can help out, how things are being maintained. We do things differently around here. Let me come to your home and talk about it. That's great on a 20 around. Get in the door, have your scripts, back to number 1, and upsell them way more. Right? They can book, or they can book a quote. Don't say, I'm not going out to do a quote first. If your average job was $600 and many customers were paying you $1,000, $1,500 for residential carpet cleaning, at least 1 or 2 of those a week per truck, should be. Do you care if you show up to do a quote? If all your customers were 1 bedroom that got puked on and by their buddy that slept over from the keg party, yeah, I wouldn't want to be doing quotes either. But if you're marketing the right neighborhood, of course you do. Of course you go out and do quotes. Why? Because that's your job. The technicians are doing the $25, $30 an hour employees are doing the cleaning. You're doing the selling properly. You go and do a couple of quotes. You stop by and take somebody out for lunch. You visit a couple of carpet stores. You go in and visit, some of the old folks' homes to, see if you can get some cleaning there at the condo hallways. You got a full-time job. You don't go to the chamber on Tuesday mornings at 7 a.m. or 8 a.m. to do whatever. You meet people, you do all that kind of stuff. You're flipping hamburgers on the weekend at the charity barbecue run by the Rotary Club with your uniform on, standing next to the guy that owns the BMW dealership. How do I know that? That's how I got the guy at the BMW dealership. We made friends. We laughed. Ha ha ha. I came in and did a quote. We started cleaning. Hey, why am I not cleaning for your house? Oh, let me talk to the wife. Blah blah blah. Hey, how would you like to get your home cleaned for free? Maybe the office as well. Referral reward program. Did it happen all like that? No, it happened over about 6, 8, 9 months. Then an endorsement letter so that I could go to every other one of the car dealerships and say, hey, Gary over here did this. Would you like to do it too? Not hard stuff. A-frames. Love this one. So drove past, you drive around all day long. I was driving around doing my stuff. Noticed A-frames of real estate agents all day long. At the end of the corner, a real estate agent pulls over, puts their A-frame, open house down this street. At the open house, they put the yard sign. I'm going, one day, years later, why don't we do that? Why don't we have our technicians have a plastic A-frame, just that plastic, leave at the end of the street, another house being made clean, healthy, and beautiful by Acclaimed Carpet Cleaning with an arrow. Branding looks pretty. People walking their dogs, people driving past, they look down. What do they see? Good question. What do they see? The big van that matches the branding. They can see it. There it is. Right? Now you've got some impactful brand messaging that got into their head. Then you put a yard sign up in front of the house. QR code. Good logo. Carpet cleaning. This one says window cleaning. I wanted to find one that actually had a QR code on it, right? We advise on this. We don't print them, but we advise on them. I didn't find one with the QR codes. I wanted to show you. In today's day and age, people now finally have figured out QR codes because every phone just scans them with the camera app, right? So, and then you put your message, your unique sales proposition, why they should choose you over everybody else, your tagline. Is that your risk reversal guarantee? Is that your safe, healthy, green? Like, what is different about you than anybody else in town that you can talk about, right? So now you are branding your impactful brand. You've got a QR code that they can scan to get the new client savings. It matches the door hanger that they see on their door, and you leave it behind because you just get the cheapy ones, right? The ones that are maybe the bag over the wire or like a couple bucks each. You put it in the front of the house. You pull up the driveway. You do your cleaning. That's on the part of the cul-de-sac or the road on the other side of the sidewalk if they have one, or right in their front yard. And then at the end of the job, you say, hey, Mrs. Jones, I have put a yard sign in front so that while I was here, people could see that, and the van, all that kind of stuff. I'd like to leave the yard sign there. I'm going to go around and just, leave a little door hanger about what we do and who I am on the doors of the neighbors, just to introduce myself. If anybody's out, I'm going to give them a free bottle of spot remover. And I just thought, if you don't mind leaving that there until the next time you need to cut the grass or anything like that, just leave it out there for a couple of days, a week. I'll give you a free bottle of a spot remover too. If she says no, give her the free bottle of spot remover. But more often than not, you'll get yes. Right? Right there. Leave it there. Most will say yes. If you want to be really fancy, offer a free room of carpet cleaning in the ideal neighborhoods. I did this. This goes back years, 30 years ago, but 100 homes at a time. I would leave 100 blank white envelopes on doorsteps. Homeowner, oh, is that a neighbor? If it was mucky or whatever, I'd put it just in the handle or on the door, right? And it was a 3, 4, 5-page sales letter, usually 4 pages, front and back, 2 pages, stapled in the top corner, picture of me and the family again, same as the door hanger, telling the whole story, why I want to be their carpet cleaner, and 1 free room of cleaning to try us out, and a free healthy home audit. I'll come out and do the audit first. I will check everything out. You will get 1 free room. Sometimes you can say average size room, so I have to measure all the rooms. That's a game that we played as well. Or just 1 free room up to 150 square feet. Absolutely free. Of course, you can get the whole house cleaned, or you can just have us clean just the free room to realize how amazing we are before you have us back to do the whole house. Either way, either one's fine. Give us a call. And in the right neighborhoods, you've just landed a bunch of customers, and you're not going to be doing a lot of free rooms. Why? Because you have scripts. You know how to upsell. You know how to talk about why you're different. You're not going to leave soaps behind. The discount guys are going to be, like no better than renting a machine. It's going to be all soapy and sudsy and all that kind of stuff, right? So, and then you've got online networking outlets. You want to join all the local buy and sell mommy clubs, local business networks on Facebook and stuff like that. You want to create a spreadsheet of the groups you've joined with the direct link on the notation on the rules for posting, who the admins are. You want to engage with the group, like the post, make comments. Just for a couple weeks, every day, just pop in for 5 minutes into the groups you just joined and just be a citizen in the group. Stand out a little bit, right? Then you want to make sure you have your Facebook page set up to convert. You're sharing images and about yourself and the jobs and the, helpful information, customer feedback. So if anybody at the group, and especially the admin, goes to your page, checks your personal profile out because you're joining as a person, and I'm the owner of this, and you've got your page link, and they go to your page about the business, and they go to your website about your business, and all of it goes, oh, these guys are freaking amazing, right? Now you're ready for next steps. Connect directly with the group admin. Introduce yourself. Say that you've really enjoyed your interactions in the group for the last couple of weeks. Ask if there's an opportunity to share helpful tips. Why? Because if you're doing online marketing right, you're doing blog posts every single week about helpful tips. That's good SEO. Your website's going to rank. You're going to get more work from your website down the road. It takes a while, but you're going to be doing it right away. So now you can share those in. You can share before and after stories of happy customers, and you can share a special offer to those people only. You want to, if you're allowed to, post non-salesy posts to the group. Nothing about sales. Before and afters, happy clients, really love this. Tips on how to take care of your area rugs. But just repost stuff that's on your own Facebook page. Hey, I'm Tom. I'm the owner of this business. I just made this post on my website. Here's a little thing about it on my Facebook page. Thought I'd share it into the group. You got the okay from the admins first. Even if you want to run a couple things by them. Hey, what do you think about this one? What do you think about that? Eventually, some of them might say, hey, if they're local, if it's, a very local group, I know guys that have reached out and found that the admins run 5, 6, 7, 8 other groups and offer them a free cleaning in their home, and they'll endorse you to the group. And now you're making a lot of money out of all the groups they do, because they're getting free cleaning once every 6 months or once every year in their home as a trade-off. Thank you. There's ways to play this game like crazy, right? Explain a bit about yourself and your business in your post. People buy from people, not ads. So be personable, make a unique offer to the group. And if it's a mommy group, offer to add a few things, into your package, your new mom's package, or your whatever. It's your same cleaning, but with a couple little bonuses and things like that, right? So you've got a lot of opportunities. We've just spent the last hour and a half. We are done. We have just spent the last 90 minutes. So again, I try and do 60, 90. This was a big topic, right? We've just learned how to master the hustle. Smart, low cost. Nothing I just said here costs money. Like it's the price of ink in your printer, right? Shoe leather and a bit of gas and a little bit of cleaning solution to do some demos and stuff like that. So you can learn how to maximize your marketing impact with strategic, cost-effective tactics. I think we checked that off. We talked about the hustle. We talked about how to boost on a budget. We talked about guerrilla tactics. Explore some unconventional, some conventional, budget-friendly strategies to drive your business to 10, 15, 20,000 a month. Slow season marketing opportunities, creative ways. You are the marketer of services. When it's slow, you market more. That's it. That's the answer. My business is slow, John. Okay, do more marketing. Can I just get more leads from paid ads? One pole in the water, maybe. But are you doing any of this stuff? Oh, I'm too busy out cleaning. Well, then your prices aren't high enough. If you're too busy and not making money, if you're out from 8 o'clock in the morning to 6 o'clock at night and you don't have enough money, you're not charging enough. Your average day should be $1,500, $2,000 in a truck, right? So $1,000 minimum. Anyways, so do you got takeaways on this? What did you learn? What are you going to implement? We always say take 3 things. So what are your top 3 grassroots marketing initiatives that you need to put in place to hit your 2025 goals? Is that to double your business in 2025? You're going to eventually need to do all of these. Stack them and keep doing them. Get out of the truck. Start off with half a day, then a full day, and then 2 days, because you trained Tommy to sit beside you, and then he took over the truck, and he's getting 25, 30 bucks an hour plus bonuses and commissions, and he's a happy camper, and he's learned the scripts, and he's learned how to deliver an experience, and he shows up in uniform, and he smells good, and he knows how to grow the business, and then we sit somebody in the seat beside Tommy. So we want to do all of that. You want to get the kit. You want to learn about what we do. You want to go to carpetcleaningmarketingmasters.com/rewards, right? You're going to make a copy of any of the stuff that's in there or print it off, download. You're not going to get access. Like, you don't ask for edit access. You're not going to edit it. I don't want you changing the words on the page. That doesn't make any sense because we wrote the words on purpose. So you don't need edit access. These are just Google Docs and PDFs. So you're just going to download them, print them, whatever you need. But you go to carpetcleaningmarketingmasters.com/rewards. The other thing I did want to share with you quickly is, do you want to go way deeper on this? There's 2 things you can do. One of them, go to brilliantbizsecrets.com. So my good friend, Jeff Cross, been in the cleaning industry his entire life, media director of ISSA. So he's a media director of Clean Facts magazine, all that. And I came up with this idea months ago and said, dude, we have got to teach this industry how to double their business. It's not that hard. He said, dude, let's do it. He doesn't say dude. I say dude all the time. He doesn't say dude at all. Anyways, so we're doing a 2-day summit, March 19th and 20th, to take your business to the next level. You can register here. There's a little bit of a fee to cover it all. Why? Because we've got sponsors. We've got speakers. We get all these guys coming to do presentations as well. So Jeff and I are going to be talking. Then we're going to get Dean Mercoda. He's going to be talking about all kinds. Like he's actually the author of the Mind Stretch, 49 Inspiring Insights for Business Breakthroughs. Really, really good stuff. Nate Sisney and Troy and Frankie Finn, who is just brilliant at everything marketing as well. John Braun, if you don't know the Hitman, you need to know the Hitman. Kevin, Richard, and Mark Sager own cleaning business. They're going to be part of a panel as well. We all know Mark from Sager Sauce as well, but all great guys going to be on the call. So it's what you want is only $97. And then you can upgrade to the VIP experience if you want as well. We'll explain what that is, but you're going to get 2 days of what we just did for 90 minutes, and then a break, and then another presentation all about marketing. When you market right, you create operational problems. You solve the operational problems. You create problems that you need to know about finance and data. You need to run your numbers. You need to know your booking percentages. You need to know the booking percentage of Janice in your office. You need to know how to track all that stuff. So we're going to talk about marketing to create operational problems, solving operational problems to create growth problems, solving growth problems with data, back around again. So you get those 3 right: marketing, operations, finance, data, whatever you want to call that third column. And what did I call it here? I actually called it something here. Anyways, whatever. Oh, marketing, operations, finance, data. Just called it finance data. I wasn't that creative. That's how you double and triple a business. So we're going to be talking all about this because we realize it's such a missing thing, right? So that's number 1. brilliantbizsecrets.com, BIZ, brilliantbizsecrets.com. Go there. We're promoting it everywhere right now. Tell your friends about it. You can actually refer a friend, share the love, all that kind of stuff. Let's knock this out of the park. We're going to have lots of opportunity to roundtable and ask questions and go deep and do homework and just really, really think through this process. So we've got a really, really great event coming up for you. So that's one. The second is, if you'd like help creating a larger than life appearance online and becoming the best known cleaner while getting coached and all this other stuff, having an accountability partner, which is our coaches internally here, hop on my schedule. Let's talk about it, right? I consult. I charge for consulting. This is a free chance to have a chat with me. Our team will do a deep dive, about $500 worth of research into your competitors, your marketplace, your gap. We call it a gap analysis, where you are, where you want to go, and what's what's in between. What are you doing right? What are you doing that needs a little bit of tweaking and improving? We go through a bunch of questions. We ask you a bunch of stuff. You and I meet, we chat about it. We talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly, and then see where you want to go next, right? We might be able to help you. Maybe we just advise where to aim you. There's lots of options. There's no pressure. There's no sales. It's just a conversation, right? So I take an hour out of my day. Sometimes these go on for an hour and a half, right? Whatever we need to talk about. Every couple, a couple times a week when I've got a chance, there's a spot in my schedule you can pick up, and we can have a conversation about growing your business. So if you're growing well and you just want a little bit of extra ideas, if you're stalled, slow, want to get out of the truck finally, and you just have never figured that out, let's get that done this year. Let's figure that out this year. So you got a couple things right there. We're going to wrap it up. We're at the 90-minute mark, so it went a little bit long. I do like to try and do an hour and 15 minutes or so, but a little bit long. I think we covered a lot of good stuff, though. Hopefully you agreed with that as well. So let's get it going. Let's get your business doubled. Let's get you, if your goal is to be out of the truck, if you like to be physically fit and you're still in the truck and you want to keep being in the truck, let's get you out part-time. Let's get somebody beside you so that you can actually work on the business, so that when you're ready to retire or you're ready to sell it, the new guy doesn't need to be the guy in the truck, right? Let's figure this out. There's an answer to all of this. And it's just a matter of your marketplace, your competitors, how you can stand out in front of them, how far ahead they are of you on certain things, and how you get there, and how many poles in the water you can put in there that you just keep getting more and more and more and more customers coming, because that turn into clients because you're marketing everywhere through. So if any of that makes sense, brilliantbizsecrets.com, join the upcoming event that's coming out. I want everybody there. You're going to love it. Upgrade to the VIP experience, and there's going to be a whole bunch of free stuff. And you're also going to be part of a community on the back end that we've built out, where we can chat and connect together. And you're also going to know the replays and all that kind of stuff as well. So even if there's certain sessions you have to miss, you'll get the replays. So those are options and available on that website. Reach out to us, carpetcleanermarketingmasters.com/schedule, if you'd like to have that whole deep dive and then meet with me after our team has done all of that. It's not bad to have a conversation. It doesn't cost anybody anything to have a conversation. We'll just chatter out and see if there's something we can do. Stay tuned to all of these podcasts and masterclasses and webinars and trainings. You are the student of entrepreneurship. You own a business. You are the marketer of your business. You are the constant student. Never take the student cap off. Learn what you don't know and keep growing. And success is yours. Success is just a grind. It's a hustle. So let's hustle our way to success. So hopefully you found this valuable. Hopefully there's something out of this that you got out of this. And with that, I bid you all a fond adieu. You off to the rest of your day, and we'll chat with you next time.